Welcome to Robotic Tune. I am Jake from the Robotic Tune crew, and welcome to Mountain Blade Warband. I am playing a mod on such game called Perisno. Now, Perisno is a add-on or a mod pack to the actual Warband Mountain Blade Warband game. Now, you can buy Warband right on Steam. Just type in Mountain Blade Warband, and it's only like 10 to $5. I'll put in the link description below if you guys want to buy it yourself. But Mountain Blade Warband is a free, no, not free. Sorry, I mean it's a fun, great explorative game, free roam type of game. See all this entire world. I can go all around this entire world and find good shit. Now, what this game is really about, it's you can go around and take over the entire world. That's basically what you're doing in this great world. You start out with nothing, just to rise up as a king. Now you could take over castles, you could be a king, you could take over Lesbear. Now just for the basics of what the game is, these are capitals. These bolded letters that are popping onto the world, those are capital towns that you're going to want to capture for the most experience of what you want to get for money. Now, this is a castle, which is like an outpost. That's for fiefs, those are for castles. I don't remember what the now I don't know what the difference between the two. But they're good. These are good. These are better to have than to have these. Now, this is a town, and it's the one of the ways to get volunteers. It's the one of the ways to get volunteers. Now, so let's start with the basics. Now, I have a company, and my company is 50 out of 142. Now, when you start out the game, you're probably wondering, how do I get more guys? Now, to get more guys, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is go to notes, you go to characters. This is me, Jordan the Elf, is a vessel of King Tolorian. Yes, I'm a vessel right now, but I'm not going to be a vessel forever. I'm going to eventually betray him and stab him in the ass. But my renown right now is 819. Renown is what you really, really want to get in order to get more men. Now, this is what you really want to focus on. Now, to get renown, all you have to do is go to Lavoon. Sorry, I'm pronouncing that wrong. But when you go here, well, you don't really. This place is much different, but it's the same thing. Now go to any town that you see, anywhere, doesn't matter where, and enter the arena. You can't enter the arena at night. Now talk to the tournament master. He says, "Hello, fuck you, stop talking to me." Now you can ask him, "Will there be any tournaments in nearby towns?" And he'll tell you what towns you can go to get those tournaments. Now every time you win a tournament, you get 20 renown. That doesn't seem a lot, but it's a good amount for when you get from battling bandits. Now, when you get enough, you want to start fighting bandits when you first start out, so you can get money and collection and all that stuff that you want to get. Now, when you're starting out in the world, there's not much you can do or say to something that would be over here. Now, Perisno is much harder. Perisno is not like native Warband. It's nothing like it. Now, in Perisno, you can't do certain things. You just can't. Fighting bandits in Perisno is a mistake that no one would want to do. But you have to start somewhere, and everyone needs to go somewhere. But so I recommend not fighting bandits until you have at least a strong set of men. Your best way to start out is by finding people that will help you in your adventure. Now, you're going to want to start recruiting warriors. And warriors or prisoners, maybe it's up to you, but right now I am sitting on almost 100,000 rooms, which is a pretty good amount of money. That's a good amount. Now, getting money is probably one of the harder parts in Warband, but it's not that hard if you know how. Now, and I'm going to show you how. Don't worry about it. Now, let's go to characters. I'm going to talk to you about attributes, skills, and proficiencies. The difference between the three and what they all do together. Now, attributes. Starting with strength, it basically allows you to do one more hit damage. It also, allows you to take one more hit. So that's what that does. It also allows you to do more damage as well, I think. Oh no, it gives you one hit point, so it allows you to take more hits. Alright, gotcha. And agility, each point you put into agility allows you to slightly move faster. It also gives you more proficiency points, which isn't really that much. Intelligence is kind of important. This is what you want to focus on when first starting out in Mount and Blade Warband. You want to focus on intelligence so you can get your things up higher. Now, charisma. Let's talk about charisma for a little bit here, guys. Now, charisma is something that you don't want to focus on early game. It's not really that important to start out with, neither is leadership. My leadership is level 6, yes, but I had extra points to put it on there. Now, the difference between charisma and leadership is charisma gives you 1 follower. That's it. That's not much. And leadership gives you 5% more. Oh, sorry, it gives you 10. So it's only 11. Well, it's only 13 that you're getting from charisma and leadership together. That's all you're getting. So I'm only getting 60 troops from my leadership. And I'm only getting 16 from my charisma. That's not a lot. Now, what's really giving me all my troops is my renown. That's what's giving me all my troops. Before we get to that, I'm going to go by the list and show you what these skills do. Iron Flesh allows you to take more hits. The more points you put into it, the +2 more points of being able to take hits. Point Strike is the opposite of that. It allows you to do damage instead of taking it. Well, so each point you put into it gives you 8% more damage. Power Throw allows you to throw things like throwing knives and objects such as that, like kunai or something. Power Draw is for bows and archers, bows and staffs, bows and crossbows. Now, Weapon Master is also important. Weapon Master makes it easier for you to learn weapon proficiencies and increases the proficiency limits. So, for when you first starting out, the first limit of weapon mastery was level 60. Then when you go up and 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 so on and so forth. Right now, I'm at level 4, so my max proficiency is level 20. I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry, that was 180. I'm actually above my weapon proficiency, but don't worry about it too much if you can't get your proficiencies up. Now, shield reduces damage to shield, so like if your shield takes a strike, it will be less likely to break on you. It also allows you to use better shield versions of that as well. But I think this is a mod item. I'm not really. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. In this mod, you get better shields with this. Athletics allows you to move faster. It's not really that important. I didn't put anything in it. Riding allows you to get better horses. This is the best level you want it to be at, so you can get any horse you want to get. Horse archery goes hand in hand with these two. You need intelligence to get this one up, and as for these guys, you need to get strength to get these up. So every 3 points you put into these allows you to get 1 extra point into that. So 3 in this, 1 in this. That's how it works. So horse archery. Oh, sorry, looting. We're on looting. Looting allows me to get more items. I didn't do this. Okay, so I'll tell you what party setting skills are in a little bit. Now, looting allows you to get other items such as like rocks and more stuff you can take to sell. Foraging. This is a mod item. This is part of the mod. It basically allows the party to forage more food. So, not that big of a deal. Now, trainer. This is very important. This is probably the most important thing on this entire list is trainer. The higher you have your trainer set up as, the more levels you are to train them up. So every day, each hero with this skill adds more experience to every other member of the party whose level is lower than his or hers. Experience gained as 0, 4, 10. I'm not going to go through that bullshit. Anyway, so yeah, this is most important. Tracking. Tracking is those arrows that you find in the map. Let's see if I can find some. There's some right here. Yep, those are arrows. This is what tracking does. The more points you have in the tracking, the better it's going to be, and the more detail it goes into. Now, for tactics, this is very important as well. Tactics are very, very important. I didn't put anything into it because it's a party skill. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Now, for tactics, this allows you to use more men in your battle. If you don't have any tactics, your soldiers aren't going to help you. Now, for pathfinding, unless you have higher soldiers, no, whatever. Anyway, pathfinding allows you it's not really that important. I didn't really add anything onto it. I started out with 3. I didn't put anything into it. Pathfinding just makes you move around the map faster. So, no big deal. Spotting allows you to see parties nearby. So like the closer you are, you can see them. Inventory management. Uh, this allows me to hold more items in my inventory. Wound treatment, this is important too. Probably gonna cut that up. Wound treatment. This is intelligence, by the way. You need 3 intelligence for these, I think. For inventory management, already wound treatment. This basically, when you're not in the fights, you're 20% faster to heal your men. Surgery is pretty important. I'd get surgery, but I wouldn't put it on for yourself. I'd probably have your friends do it or your companions do it, so you don't have to. What this does, it basically makes it so your guys just don't die in your battle, which is very helpful. First aid basically gives you more health. Gives you and your companions more health with the next fight that you're in. So say like you're in a battle. It's like Mortal Kombat, right? Round 2. If you have first aid, you can heal yourself more. You can give yourself more health in the next battle that you go into. Now, for engineering, this skill allows you to construct siege equipment, improvements, and more efficiency. So that means you can basically craft things and move buildings faster, which is pretty helpful and really good and probably pretty important. I have 6 in that, so you don't need to do that. Persuasion is also very important. This allows you to make people do what you want them to do. For like, say like, hey, wash my clothes. Fuck no, do it. Okay, that's what it does. Prisoner management. Every level you put in this gives you, it basically allows you to get more prisoners. A lot of people say this is a pointless skill and you don't really need it, but I think it's very important. The reason why I say that is the more prisoners you have, you make a lot of money. And the most I've made out of prisoners alone was like 20,000 arumas. That's a lot of money. Now, the next going down to the list is leadership. Now, leadership, it's not really that needed. Leadership allows you to get more men. As I already explained to you this before earlier, charisma and leadership go hand in hand. All right, they're not really that much. In total, I only get 60 from this one. I only get 60 because every point you get into it, you get 10 troops, and charisma you get 1. So that's like 56. That's 56 in total. That's not a lot. That's not a lot of men. Most of my soldiers I get mainly from my renown. Now for trading, every level of skill reduces your trade penalty, so it allows you to sell items for better prices. Proficiency allows you to swing your weapons more faster. This is very, very important for you to do damage. Now, what Warband believes is that speed is key. Haha, wink, no such. Anyway, yes, speed is key in this circumstance. Now, the higher your speed is, the better damage you're gonna do, which is why horseback is so fucking deadly. Now, with that said, you're probably wondering, how do I get renown? I already showed you. Go back in the video. Anyway, so it's pretty much the basics of what it is. Parties, I recommend for weaponry. Oh yeah, let's go on to weaponry actually. Let's go to inventory. And now, if you're playing native Mountain Blade, this is regular, vanilla. If you're playing regular Mountain Blade Warband, I have to go for weapons like the Morningstar. Morningstar is probably one of the best weapons in native, not in Perisno. Now, in native, this does the most damage. You want these babies. That gives you damage. You maybe want a shield. Some people are against shields. It's up to you. Play the way you want, man. Who cares? This is a Knight Lance, and I think lances are the most powerful thing in the entire game, mainly for what they are. But you don't want to use these during sieges. It's not really ideal. This is a mod item, so don't worry about these. These are all mods. This is modded. This is modded. That's modded. This is modded. Now I have a question for you guys. What is the best weapon in Perisno? I gave you a quick tutorial of the basics. Oh, there's a fight. I'm gonna go help. This is a good chance to show you the combat. Oh, it's over. Never mind. It was over. It was over before it even began. So yeah, that's basically pretty much it. That's a parameters of the game. I highly recommend it. If you guys want to see some of the combat, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see more, let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.